But that's the problem. With a
Look
lot
at
of
those
these
chompers.
Oh, here we go.
Trail spots aren't cheap, so let's get started. A hunter with a mysterious past and her very heroic.
The Lego series is just an excuse for them to sell you the same game
all over again.
but just all over again with a different skin on it. That's literally it.
For this one in particular, and I could be completely off base, so who is the audience of this game? Because I watched this trailer, I'm like, who is this for? Like, I'm sure there's a couple one-offs where like, oh, cool, I like Legos, and I like the Alloy. Like, yeah, but I feel like that's a very niche audience, and the way they're like making a joke of all of it and not taking it seriously, completely parodying the entire Zero Dawn game. I don't know who the audience is for this.
Well, the audience is it's for parents, right? This game is for parents.
I'm a parent
who buy their kids something.
I'm a parent. Hold on. I'm a parent with kids that like Legos. And I'm saying, who is this for?
Well, I'm just saying it might not be you, but it's for parents. It's for parents to buy a game that otherwise they probably wouldn't buy their little kid the actual real Horizon game because they're probably too young to know how to play it or even understand
it. Though that's bullshit. My son loved it. He was like 11.
Yeah, well, I'm talking like 8-year-olds, 7-year-olds.
I get they don't even care about games. My daughter, she's 9. She doesn't care about this stuff.
You know what it's really for? It's for the people, the adults who pretend to be children. That's really what it's for.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's for the people who want to virtue signal on Twitter. Well, they act like kids, so
no, they use their kids as an excuse to buy it for themselves to play it and be like,
True.
"Oh, I got kids."
True. That's really what it is. It's the ones who go on Twitter and they're like, "Oh, look how cute this is. I'm so happy that they're making this game. Send me free swag, Sony." Like that's really.
Well, to be clear, I'm not saying there is not an audience for it. I'm just saying I feel like it's a niche of a niche group. I just feel like it's a very small slice of people that they're aiming for with this.
Well, it's probably going to be 7 out of 10, most likely. IGN.
Heroic friends are all that stands in the way of an unspeakable evil. Join them as they explore, hunt, collect wacky outfits, and decorate their village. Nailed it. This is awesome. But wait, there's more. With the digital deluxe edition, you get this exciting blue roller thing. And snazzy costumes, like the Shadow Skullboard outfit. And this, I don't know what that is. That or that. Or why they're climbing in that cannon. But look how much fun there is. Come and join the party, mothers.
Am I alone on this whole, I don't give a shit about different costumes for pre-order bonuses? Like, I've never cared about that.
No, I wouldn't say you're alone on that. But it screams of like desperation of trying to turn some of these characters into mascots, right? Like you got Ratchet and Clank is a PlayStation mascot. Fucking little Big Planet with Sackboy. Aloy is another one too, and then I'm sure they'll fucking throw Astrobot in here somewhere at some point.
Phew, got it all in.
In-game unlocks include, wow, that's a bunch of shit.
And you know what was the worst part about that is I just watched that trailer now for the second time, and I still have no idea what the game's about.
Right. And mind you, I also have no idea which game this is meant to sell me on a PS4 Pro either. None of these games have done it so far. We're almost done.
And why is it coming to PS5 and PC? Why is it not coming to PS4? Like, why is it exclusive to PS5 if it's graphically capable just to go on the PS4 as well? This is not intense graphic overhaul power for this.
Maybe
game.
to push PS5s? I don't know.
It's always got to mention the pre-order.
But that's the obnoxious thing, by the way. You just hit on something. I know we're never.
What the fuck is this, bro?
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
Looks like a man. It's a big girl. Big girl.
We're at the point in history where a new console comes out and they are arbitrarily limiting the games coming out to that new console that could come out on the previous console, where in previous generations it was not capable graphically to play the games. Now it's just, no, we're putting it on this console, so buy the new console for this
I know. It's fucking terrible. All right, let's finish this up. What do we
Hey
got?
everyone,
Let's
I'm
see.
Kristen
10 minutes
Satani.
left. Let's see.
We are so excited for everyone to get their hands on LEGO Horizon Adventures when it launches on November 14th.
Are you really?
And Aloy has more good news on the horizon.
Well, at least they have an actual female voice, unlike the other one that was struggling. Oh my god, are they seriously doing this again? Is this the remaster? This is the remaster, isn't it? Did they give her the
Aloy's
modernity
original
draw?
adventure, Horizon Zero Dawn,
remember.
is being remastered
Yeah.
for PS5 and PC by Gorilla and Nixes. Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered includes more than 10 hours of re-recorded conversation mocap and countless graphical improvements that bring the game to the same visual fidelity as Horizon Forbidden West.
Did they give her the modernity draw on this one? Yep.
Well, I mean, like,
There it is.
why?
It's wide. It's wide. There it is.
Why?
They
Speaking
sure
of why,
did.
What? Like, who is asking for this?
Bro, I called this yesterday, man. I called
You
this
did?
yesterday. I said that they were. I said they're gonna when they remaster this game, they're gonna put in the
Didn't you-
second games. The second
you
game's
call-
Aloy.
Didn't you, if I recall correctly, because I was listening yesterday, didn't you say that would be over 50% remasters, right? You did say that.
Yeah, I said out of the 20 games they're promising to show, over 10 will be remasters.
Yep.
And then maybe the other half of the other 10 will be VR games, and we'll get like 3 or 4 actual new titles, and some of them will be indies. You know,
And I think you overshot that. I think it was 1 or 2 new titles and everything
Yeah.
else.
yeah, and that's including indie games too, which is fucking nuts.
Yep.
But
Yep.
that is
But you
crazy.
know what?
I
Here's
called
the
all
thing.
of this.
Here's the thing, and not to be totally negative. We live in a time where games are such massive undertakings that you only really need one game to hit to be like, all right, cool, I'm happy. Because
Yeah.
that game's going to take me through 3 or 4 months until the next one. So I feel like for me, and we'll get to it in this presentation, I feel like I got that out of this. I hope I'm not wrong, but so far, not so good.
Yeah. Well, again, this version of Aloy from the second game, Horizon Forbidden West, it just doesn't make sense, man. They give her a fat face, fat jaw, semi-skinny body. It just, I don't understand. But again, it's a rhetorical question because we know exactly why they're doing it. So totally called it. I knew they were going to use the Forbidden West game model. They weren't going to use the slim jaw, from the actual real first game.
I hate to bring this up, but wasn't there someone that said something about a developer coming out saying that they intentionally made her look like a wider jaw?
Yeah, that was Mongoloid, I believe.
Yeah.
Somebody from Guerrilla Games supposedly reached out.
Yeah.
to him and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, who are these people? Why are you the
Well, it's definitely intentional now, because if this is a remaster of the first game and you're not even using the same game model, you're using the second game's model for the first game, then and it's not, you can't blame soft and sharp edges because it's the fucking PS4 game. Like, it's not exactly a bad graphics game.
Right.
So there's no reason to be remastering this shit in the first place unless you wanted to rewrite history and fix your mistake the first time and put the modern audience Aloy in the remaster.
No, they're like Vegas at blackjack. Double down, baby. Double down.
It's like quadruple down at this point. It's
Quadruple
fucking crazy. And again, it's so weird because her body's not fat, right? So
Right,
her face is
right.
fat, but her body's not fat. It's like,
And
all right.
that's the annoying thing. It's like it doesn't match. Like there are, yes, I will agree. There are women in the world that have a wide jaw. That does happen from time to time, but not with that body type. That's the
Well,
problem.
it's not even. No, that's not true. I've seen some skinny women that have the fucking rock eating jaw. I've seen that. It's hard. You don't get it too often, but I've seen it. But it becomes more.
I'll take your word for that.
It becomes more apparent. It becomes more apparent when the first version of the character had a slimmer jaw, and then the second version of the character has a wider jaw, right? Like you can't say that's not purposeful. You had to actually go and change the model and to make it into what you made it, right? Otherwise,
maybe it's canon. Maybe she went through depression and kind of let herself go a little bit.
Well, if you look here in the gameplay footage, when she's running around, it actually looks like the older jaw. So I don't know. Let me see. Let's see what we got. Oh, never mind. Nope.
This new version of
shit's
Horizon
wide.
Zero Dawn will arrive October 31st.
It was the motion
And
blur.
anyone who
That's what it
owns
was.
the original PS4 version of the game will be able to upgrade to the new PS5 version.
Well, we know where they got the face model from. That's for sure.